Good evening, fuckers. We are back with the next Train Simulator Classic request video, and for this one we are back doing another freight run, but this is a freight one with a difference, as you may be able to deduce from the loadout name of the loco. As it is, we'll start with the usual, which is the route. So we're on the West Coast Main Line over Shap route DLC, and we are starting at Oxenholme, specifically platform 3. Believe me, this kind of run we would not normally be starting at Oxenholme platform 3, but for the case of this quick drive we're having to. Our destination is Heysham Port. Now, as far as this little scenario that I've made up, well, it all involves, of course, the consist of our train here. We are in a class 60, and as you can see from the name, with the word nuclear there, yes, we are transporting an FNA. And that is a nuclear flask. So we are transporting nuclear material. It's coming from Sellafield and it's going to Heysham nuclear power station. So yeah, going from one nuclear plant to another. Driver number 2 has taken us from Sellafield as far as Oxenholme, and that's where I take over. I will then be driving it's about 24 miles, I think, maybe slightly more, but it's around that sort of distance from Oxenholme to Heysham Port, where it's actually going. But yeah, from there I think the MOD are taking over, and they will actually take it into Heysham nuclear power station itself, or something like that. Anyway, as it is, yeah. So yeah, I'm going from Oxenholme to Heysham Port anyway. So right, as for the specifics, it is spring, it is overcast, and it's 9:30 a.m. There's no way a freight train moving this sort of freight would be doing it at this sort of time, but yeah, we want to be able to see what's happening. So anyway, that is the setup. So yeah, let's get things up and running. Okay, here we are. And yeah, for some reason our brakes come off. So the first thing I want to do is put some brakes back on, because yeah, otherwise we start rolling forward, which is something we really do not want to happen. So right, let's get the train up and running. There we go. Alright, get the Lighting, everything's sorted out. Tail lights are off. So, right, we want this on daylight running. I think that's everything there. Yep, that is everything pretty much set. So let's take a look at this from the outside. So here we are in our load haul class 60 freight train. Now unfortunately where we are at the moment we can't really see the rest of the train very clearly. So what I'll do is we'll get us underway and then you'll be able to see yeah, quite a bit better. So Heysham Port is yeah, 22.78 miles away. Shouldn't be difficult to get there. So this class 60 that we are in is the Just Trains Advanced class 60. It's not the Dovetail Games one. We're on a yeah, 10 mph zone here, so we really do not want to be speeding up particularly quickly, or indeed at all. So we're just crawling along at 8 mph. So let's take a look at our train. So this is a custom consist, so yeah, we have class 60 locos at the front and rear. This one really should be idle, but no, it is powered. And then, yeah, because this is dangerous goods that we are transporting, I think I've just accidentally gone through a red light, but we're also now in a 90 mph section, so let's get some speed up, but not much, because yeah, we are approaching a 25 mph limit. This is the red light, but yeah, we can go through it. So yeah, there we go. And then once the entire train is on this line, we can then start speeding up. 110 mph zone. But I mean, we're in a class 60, max speed is 60 mph, and yeah, you don't want to be messing about when it comes to yeah, setting your speed with this kind of freight that we are moving. Now there's not much weight to this consist at all. And the fact that we have two active class 60s, one at the front, one at the rear, means we're going to have no problems at all reaching the 60 mph limit. So we are on a 1 in 111 downhill section, but yeah, we are not gaining speed, which is a pleasant surprise. So yes, because we have the dangerous freight, namely, yes, this here, this is the nuclear flask. Whenever there is any dangerous goods being transported, admittedly it's usually if it's flammable or explosive. They always have like a spare empty wagon either side of the dangerous cargo, so it separates the dangerous cargo and that from the actual loco, or in this case locos. Now, as far as like flammable goods go, yeah, I can understand it. You've got, you know, it's added that sort of gap. It gives you extra time to get the hell away if you know, the flammable cargo does actually catch fire. As far as explosive, I guess it rather depends on just how explosive the material you're shifting is, but I do think that for, you know, yeah, a fair bit of it, it's not going to make a hell of a lot of difference. And certainly when it comes to nuclear material, I really don't see it making any difference at all. But nevertheless, it is the standard procedure when transporting goods of this type. So that is what we are doing. So this nuclear flask became somewhat well known when there was a televised test of it, and they crashed a Class 46 that was scheduled for scheduled for the scrapyard. They crashed it into one of these nuclear flasks as a test to show how safe they were. The nuclear flask passed with flying colours. Absolutely no, it was filled with water, nothing leaked out, and it really was sort of, you know, absolutely proven that the thing was safe. But of course there were still some of those out there who were not convinced and were saying, oh no, we still think it's dangerous and all that. I mean, they saw proof right in front of them that it was perfectly safe, but let's be honest, those people were never going to be convinced no matter what test they, was done. So of course around Shap and yeah, around this sort of area that we are covering, there are an awful lot of gradients and that to deal with, but we are in two Class 60s. I don't think we're going to have any problems with them whatsoever. Especially as, yeah, it's not a particularly long journey. We've already got less than 18 miles left to do. So in a way it's a loco making its debut. It's the first time that the Just Trains Advanced Class 60 has appeared on my channel with the load haul livery. Class 60 itself has appeared before, but yeah, it wasn't the Just Trains Advanced version. Obviously this route has long since you know, made its debut. It's been on here plenty of occasions. So it looks like a Class 87. So incidentally, the nuclear flask is, it's the actual term for it is an FNA, and the initials FNA, they stand for felching Nazi arseholes. To be honest, it's an unexpected name for it, but nevertheless, that's what they went with. Your guess is as good as mine as to why they went with that one. The nuclear flask comes with one of the one of the Just Trains advanced loco DLCs. I'm trying to remember which one it is. I am pretty sure it comes with the Class 20. It's one of two like specialists, for lack of a better word, sort of like freight wagons that come with the Class 20. The other one will also be appearing in a video relatively soon, so it won't be a Class 20 pulling it, just as it's not a Class 20 here obviously, but nevertheless it's a video that's coming along fairly soon, so yeah, keep a lookout for that one. That was close. I mean, we wouldn't be speeding, but yeah, I don't want to take any risks going over the 60 mph limit, not when we are transporting a cargo like this. Like I say, there's no weight to this at all, so our acceleration and I'm fairly certain our braking will both be really good. In fact, I'm so confident of our braking that I've kept it in the passenger braking mode. Now that might prove to be a bad move, but we'll see. Rather like the Class 20, this Class 60 Advanced from Just Trains, the audio for it really does give you the impression that you're in some real sort of like industrial machine. The engine sound, it's all like very functional. There's been no attempt to make it like more comfortable or anything like that. There's no attempt to like quieten the thing down. It's so it has that real sort of industrial feel to it, and I think that is absolutely fine. Got no problem with that at all. But it does show that there is really no weight in this transport that we are, or the freight that we're transporting, because we're accelerating absolutely fine despite the fact that the throttle is only at 22%. I mean, it's absolutely, I mean, it's a doddle to transport it. The old FNA really doesn't have any weight to it at all. Well, at least certainly not enough weight to cause any issues. Probably a bit late to say this now, but nevertheless, I can't believe anyone would actually need this telling them, but yeah, we are not going to be making any stops on the way. We really will not be needing to pick up any passengers to come along and ride with our nuclear flask. We are on a 1 in 134 downhill. We are picking up speed as a result, so we may need to just apply some slight braking just to slow us down a bit, because we really don't want to be We don't want to be hitting 61 mph. Yeah, I put the brakes on a bit too hard there. That didn't feel particularly good. Okay, so that downhill section leveled out now. We're all right there. Now, this part of the West Coast Main Line doesn't have a huge number of stations, but I am rather glad that it certainly it certainly looks like it's keeping us away from any stations. I think we have one, yeah, here, but yeah, we are very much on the other side of the dividing wall. I'm assuming Carnforth Station. Well, I've never seen that before. So we had, yeah, an APT AI train. I've never seen that before. I'm quite pleased about that. Alright, let's get a bit of speed up. We've dropped nearly 10 mph here. So where we are turning off for Heysham Port, I'm going on the fairly safe assumption that Heysham Port is pretty close to Heysham nuclear power plant. It's also right next to Morecambe. There's a Pontins in Morecambe, which is literally right next door to Heysham nuclear power station. Right, we need to start braking, so don't want to be braking too hard. We have got to get our speed down to 15. We've got coming here that look like 86. So we are going to be turning down the Morecambe branch here. does amaze me how quiet and how small the Morecambe branch actually is. I mean, I always thought that Morecambe was something of a fairly major seaside town, so it having such a small branch line really did come as a big old surprise. Crawling along. I would imagine there aren't going to be too many trains wanting to get too near us. So we did actually start braking, or rather, yeah, we finished our braking manoeuvre quite a bit earlier than I thought. That's despite the fact that our brakes were not great. This is why we are restricted to just 15. Very soon we'll be able to go up to 45. So we are on the Morecambe branch line now. We are off the West Coast main line, even though this is it right next to us here, but we do turn off fairly soon. Okay, right, we don't want to go too much faster because we've got another 15 mph section coming up. I don't really want to be braking whilst on a curve. So there we go, turning away from the West Coast main line. Now that 15 looks like it's there because of a curve that's coming along. Yeah, we did get a bit of a nudge from behind there. So that red, okay, is not for us. So we're all right. So it looks like this 15 is because we will eventually be joining onto this line. I think, yeah, most of this is single, just, yeah, a single line. I can't believe it's sending us this way, but well, it doesn't really make much difference. But everyone going out to stare at the nuclear train. Yes, I did see that van, by the way. Right, well, we can now start to speed up. Again, not for very long. I was pretty certain that the yeah, most of this line was just, you know, a single single track, but we do have the two. So Morecambe station coming up, but we will be going on beyond there. Alright, now this is not what I was expecting. We're approaching an end of the line. Let's see what so where are we? We're right up here. So okay, we've got to yeah, so we can stop before we reach Morecambe, and then start making our way down here. And this is yeah, where we are having to head. So okay, and why? Don't quite know why we stopped. Unless we passed, no, we didn't pass, oh, hang on, yeah, we stopped because I had the fucking brakes on, yeah, really sharp there. we need to find where these where this point is that I'm going to need to manually change. And it looks like we're coming up to it here. Yep. So that's where we need to be going. Oh, we are speeding. Must be going downhill. Yeah, we are going downhill. Okay, let's slow us right down until we have stopped. And we will need to stop at this guy here, I think, before we are able to carry on. So, yeah, here we are. Let's get this set up. So it says to obtain a token to get permission to go through. Let's get a bit closer. Right, will we get anything as far as like a notification? Let's have a check on the gate is showing that we are going to be coming down here now. So that's absolutely a-okay. We started rolling backwards a bit there, but let's see if we can continue. We have got the red light there. Make sure our brakes are on absolutely full. Well, I think because we're in quick drive, it's going to be alright. We'll just be able to carry on. So, we are still rolling backwards, even with the brakes on as full as we possibly can. But, there we go, we are heading down here. this 1 in 114 uphill section is making it a bit awkward. I think what might make it even more awkward is that we are now on a 1 in 89 downhill section. And we actually, that's doing okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're alright. It'll be certainly handy once we reach that 40 mph section. I can't remember what that, yeah, the white X on the blue background signifies. In case you hadn't already figured it out, I hadn't done a test run of this, so yeah, this is all very new to me, but at least we can now get some speed up. It's only 3.5 miles to, in fact less than that, to Heysham power station, or Heysham Port, but I am pretty sure that Heysham Port is part of Heysham power station. Especially when you consider what was involved in being able to come down this line. So it does really look like this is a privately owned line that we're on, or company owned I should say. It looks very much like, well not this side, but this side very much like a caravan park. So 2.5 miles. I really don't know what awaits us. Let's get a bit of speed up again. Still looks like we're in yeah, fairly scenic sort of region. Still no sign of any nuclear power stations anywhere. Can't even see any ports anywhere. And we're less than 1.5 miles away from wherever it is we're heading. So we have 20 mph. That wasn't a bump from behind, that's just terrible track that we are on. So Heysham Port is coming up. Clearly the area where we're going to be stopping is smaller than our actual train that is. We are currently on a 1 in 113 section that's downhill. So that's making us keeping our speed below 20 a bit of a pain. Okay, it's nowhere near as steep now, we're alright. In fact, we can even apply a little power and get us back up to around 20. So this again is another section where we should really have the token to go in, but as this is a quick drive, I think we'll be alright. Oh, 1 in 76 downhill, this is not ideal. So here's the port, certainly no mistaking that. Well, for the sake of our little run, yeah, somewhere around here is a truck that will have our nuclear flask added to it and taken to, yeah, right there is Heysham nuclear power station. And there we are. So that was Oxenholme to Heysham Port, or really Oxenholme to Heysham power station. Or is it Heysham? Pretty sure it's Heysham though. In the old class 60 advanced, the Just Trains version. So yeah, I mean, it was a relatively short run. There's no getting away from it, but there was a bit more to it than I was expecting, that is for sure. Yeah, I'm rather glad about that actually. It meant that there was, you know, it wasn't just a simple straight A to B run, but I had no idea that it was going to be like that. So yeah, that was quite a welcome surprise. And only one speeding error, which I will certainly take, although granted, while we were on the West Coast Main Line, yeah, there was no way we were going to be speeding there. I wasn't going to be going any faster than 60, and we were on lines where we could do, well into three figures. So, and then the welcome bonus of seeing an APT AI train. That yeah, that I was very surprised about, but yeah, very pleased to see it. So all in all, I thought that was a pretty good run, even though it was rather short. So there we go. That is yeah, that's moving nuclear material by train. There you go. So that is that video done, and we will see you at the next one.